I've noticed a disturbing trend that's been making the rounds on social media within the last few years. That trend is people taking selfies with dead bodies. Usually it's either with a relative in a coffin, or it's with somebody who's dying in hospital of an illness. Both of them are disgusting and terrible, but extra disturbingly, some people choose to take a picture with the body of the newly deceased person that they killed. Some infamous ones include Bashir McLean, who took a selfie with the severed head of his mother in February 2013, and Maxwell Morton, who took a picture with the lifeless body of his friend Ryan Mangan in the background, who he shot in February 2015. However, there's one particular case that I haven't seen be covered much, despite it being the most disturbing instance of a killer taking a selfie with his victim. The case takes us to Moscow, the beautiful capital city of Russia. Moscow is the biggest city located entirely in Europe. While Istanbul is technically bigger, that city is considered to be in both Europe and Asia. Moscow is home to nearly 12 million people, the Moscow Kremlin, and even arguably the most hated man on the planet right now, Russian President Vladimir Putin. But it's also where 18-year-old Andrey Emelyannikov lived and grew up. Born in February 1999, he attended the Western Complex Continuing Education Secondary School, located in the city centre. He did well in school and got on well with his classmates and all of his teachers, except one. That was 44-year-old Sergei Danilov, who was Andrei's health and safety teacher. Andrei struggled to flourish in Sergei's harsh classroom environment. This all came to a tragic head when on the 1st of November 2017, Andrei murdered Sergei with a knife. It happened during a break between classes when it was just the two of them in the classroom. Andrei snuck up behind his teacher and slit his throat, then stabbed him repeatedly. He then took pictures of Sergei's bloodied body and posted them onto VK, which is a social media platform primarily used by people in Russia. In one image you can see the blood-covered knife used in the murder. In another, Andrei smiles with a circular saw resting on his shoulder. He also included the song November's Doom in the post. Not long after uploading the images to VK, Andrei cut his own throat with the circular saw. This resulted in his death. Interestingly, pictures of his body somehow made their way online and can be found on gore sites. Only a few minutes after the images were posted, they were taken down, and Andrei's VK account was suspended by the platform. All witnesses say that there was not a single scream from the auditorium, and that no one walked out of it. The school was shocked when they heard what had happened. An unnamed student said of the teacher, "He was a very kind person. He was strict, but he was fair. He was like a father to us. I have no single bad thought about him. Regardless of what was happening, he was our support. He always tried to help us. If we ran into problems with teachers, he always tried to build bridges and help find compromise." The teacher was a father of 3 children, the youngest a daughter aged only 1. So what exactly led Andrei to commit such a violent act? He was said to have skipped classes for 2 weeks, and reports say that the teacher had warned him about expulsion for missing classes. On the surface, this seems like a good enough explanation, but there are other theories. Some people believe this was caused by the Blue Whale game, a popular game on the deep web that was played by plenty of impressionable teens across the Russian Federation. It consists of the victim having to complete a series of dares. They're relatively harmless at first, such as watching a scary movie at nighttime. But the dares get more disturbing, and it ultimately culminates in the victim having to commit suicide. Other people have tried to blame video games and the internet for the actions of that day. Andrei was an avid gamer who had an infatuation with a Silent Hill character named Walter Sullivan, who was a villain in one of the games. Walter is a psychopath who comes back as a demon after killing himself. Andrei was also active in a gore-themed internet forum where, according to other users, he would reveal his desire to kill his teacher. It's clear that he had planned this for a while, it hadn't just been in the heat of the moment. It's worth mentioning also that in his social media posts he included the hashtag 11117. As I previously stated, the murder was committed on the 1st of November 2017. That date's initials match with the hashtag Andrey had been posting. Overall, there's no definitive proof that video games or the internet caused Andrey to descend into darkness, and in reality, it was more than likely him having mental health problems that nobody paid attention to. Other students said that he used to carry a knife around in school, and there's something really wrong if you're carrying around such a dangerous object in an environment like school. Had Andrey been able to get help for how he was feeling, both he and Sergei would still be alive today. But instead, this case is just another tragic reminder of the dangers of unchecked mental illness, especially in young people today. Thank you for watching this video, everyone. Your support is always appreciated, and you guys always matter. Don't let anyone tell you you don't. Take care of yourselves, look after your health, and I'll see you all in the next video.